As we talked about in class, an expression is a mathematical statement that's just what you and I would call a problem that needs a number, a variable, and at least one operation sign. That's plus, minus, times, or divide. And you can have more than one, but you have to have at least one. What bugs us is you don't have to solve for the problem. Sometimes you simply just have to write the answer statement or the mathematical expression. For example, say you have this and you are asked to put 3 more than C in a mathematical statement or an expression. C is your variable, 3 is your number, and more than is your clue. This is going to be what tells you what to do. And more than indicates an increase. So if we were going to write that as an expression, we would simply write 3 plus C. Notice there's no equal sign there. Notice I don't know what C equals. And it doesn't matter because all we're doing is simply writing the expression. You don't have to always solve it. And I know that's hard to get by with. You can also have 4 less than M. 4 is your number, M is your variable, and the words less than is going to tell you which operation sign you need. Now, it's important, especially in subtraction, are you taking 4 away from M? Or are you taking an unknown away from 4? Depends on how the sentence is written. 4 less than M. This means I started out with this much, however much M is, and then I had 4 less than that. So I will start out with M, and then I will take away that 4. Again, I don't have to solve anything. I simply have to write the expression. Here's another example. M less than 35. Okay, here's a little bit different. You've got your variable, you've got your number, and now here we have the less than again. So M less than 35. Do we start out with M? Or do we start out with 35? If you said 35, you would be correct. 35, now I have M less than. So I don't know how much M is. That's okay, we don't have to. We just simply indicate that we have that much less, however much that is. Right, how about this one? 16 from R. I'll give you a hint, this is also a subtraction problem. But how much do you start off with? Do you start off with 16? Or do you start off with R? How much would you have, if this were talking about cookies, how many cookies would be in the cookie jar? 16 or some unknown amount? From R is your hint. I had R, I had some cookies in the cookie jar, and 16 were taken from it. That's just a problem I made up. Do we know how many's left? No. But we don't have to. We just simply write the expression. Here we have S from 52. So I'll ask you again, do we start out with 52 or do we start out with S? If you said 52, you would be correct. And how much do we take away from it? We don't know, but we're going to put our variable there just as an anchor. So we had 52 of something, and then some went away. Sometimes you don't have something as simple as what we had a while ago. Sometimes you have an actual scenario, such as a classroom or a cafeteria of kids eating. Imagine our own cafeteria. Students are going in and out, classes are leaving all the time. How would we write that as a mathematical statement? So, Ms. Brickers, I don't know how many kids are in there. That's okay. But we see kids leaving, don't we? What if we saw 6 kids leaving the cafeteria? How would you write that as a mathematical expression? Think of what you know. Do we have a number? We have a number, 6. Do we have a variable? Actually, we do. It may not be as clear as the other problems were, but we have a variable. What is the variable? The number of kids in the cafeteria. Do we know how many kids are there? No. We can pick our own variable. I'm going to use the letter C because C starts cafeteria, but you can use any letter you want. So how would I write that as an expression? If you said C minus 6, you're correct. Now why is that? I started out with the cafeteria, and it had a bunch of kids in there. I don't know how much, I didn't count them. But maybe I was standing by the door, and I saw 6 kids leave. How many kids were in the cafeteria? We don't know. So we put our variable there to stand for the kids in the cafeteria. How many kids left? 6. So we put minus 6. Now, has anything up here asked us to solve as far as how many kids are in the cafeteria now? No, and that's okay. C minus 6 would be your answer. And now it's your turn. See if you can write an expression to go with this statement. How about an expression to go with this statement? Then try this one. You know the drill. Go ahead and pause the video, check back and see, and let's compare answers. Hey, pause the video. So how'd you do? Let me know.